So here's the board that we ended up with last time. We need to now add in some slides that will be the question and answers for our block. So we're going to go into layout. We'll do title and content. Up here we're just going to type in what the slide is. So in this case, this is going to be our row 100 slide. We need to then add a question and answer box. So we're going to double click and make the second box. So this will be our answer. And this will be our question. So remember, in Jeopardy these are backwards, so the answer shows up first and then the question shows up second. So what we're going to do is we're going to animate these so that the answer and question show up in the right order. So we want the question to show up second, we want the answer to show up first. We probably should make these the same size. So this one's Liberty 28. Go ahead and make that one the same. So they're both the same size. Now we're going to go up to animations. We want answer to be here when the slide shows up. So then we want it to disappear. We can pick whatever. I'm just going to go with plain disappear, and then question, click on the outside box. We want it to appear. We want to go over here to timing because we want question to not start on the click, but we want it to start with the previous. So now they should both be labeled 1 and 1. I'm going to quickly go down to show this, and answer is there. We click a mouse button, question shows up, answer disappears. That's what we want. The next thing we want to do is we want to make a home button. So we're going to insert a shape, and we're just going to pick a rectangle, and we're going to put a rectangle down here in this bottom corner, and we're going to make it roughly a fourth the size of the slide. We want to right click on it, and then we want to go down to action settings. Under action settings we want mouse over, we want to put a hyperlink, and we want to hyperlink to a specific slide. So in this case, because I've got a title slide here and then the board is until number 2, we want it to go to slide 2 every time. So if you only have the board here, you can have it just go to the first slide every time. I'm going to have it go to slide 2 every time just because I'm going to keep that title on my Jeopardy board. So every time you mouse over this box, it's going to hyperlink you to the game board. Then we don't really need this box here, so we're going to go and format the shape, which is box up here. We don't want any fill. Go to the line. We don't want a line. So now we effectively have an invisible box that whenever your arrow pointer goes over that box, it's going to take you back to the home slide. We need to give some direction so that you can remember, or whoever's running your PowerPoint can remember. So we want to insert an action button. Action buttons have pre-designated shapes on top of them already, so we're going to go with the home button. We're going to put that little home button down here in the bottom corner. We're going to make sure that's mouse over, hyperlink to a specific slide. In this case, we're going to slide 2 again. It's a little bit redundant, but should your arrow, your pointer be down here when you start, I want to make sure that it's still going to take you home, that it's not going to do something funky. So at this point, anytime you move your cursor down towards that home button, it's going to automatically take you back home. As far as a background, white backgrounds aren't bad, but let's do something that's going to be just a little more Jax-ish. So we've got this gradient here that I've done already. You just hit preset gradient. Let's get one that's just a little bit lighter. And instead of this blue, we're going to change it back to our Jax blue. And on our house, we're going to change that fill so that it is our Jax blue as well. And now I think we're ready. We've got everything labeled. We've got our question and answer. It shows up properly. The last thing we're going to do here is we're going to come over on the left side and we're going to right click on it. We're going to copy it and then we're going to paste it. Now we need 25 total, so we're going to paste 24. So now we have 24 boxes. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to view and we're going to go to the outline view. And what that's going to do is bring this box up real quick so we can just quickly go through and change all of these designations so that our slides are labeled correctly. Now once we get to this second group, then we have to change them to 2. Make that 500. So now we have all of our boxes created 1 through the end. We're going to go back up and save this really quick so we do not lose it. Now that we're back to our home board, we've got all of these slides created. We can go back to normal view if you want, so you can see that in fact we've got all of these. We can go here to this background. We can apply it to all of them. Turn them all blue. Of course, then that resets our first one, and we can just go back to that one and give it solid fill with our Jack's blue again, and format our background on this one so that it's solid with our Jack's blue again. So now we're back where we needed to be, and all of our slides have a blue color on them. Now we're ready to start hyperlinking. So we want to make sure we're hyperlinking the word, the text that's 100, and not the box that's 100. We're hyperlinking on the words so that we can make them disappear here in a minute. So if we right click here, we can go to hyperlink. We want to create a hyperlink in this document. We're going to need the slide titles, and this is row 1 with 100, so we're going to link it to 100. And we're going to do the same all the way down. Hyperlink this one is going to go to 200. The next one down. $300. 400. And 500. We'll do that all the way down, so I'll come back here in just a minute when I have that done. Okay, so here we are with the last one, and we'll go ahead and link this to 500. Okay, so now all of our boxes are linked. You'll notice that as we linked them, we lost our color. So what we want to do is we want to go up to design. Under design, we're going to come over here to the right side where they have colors, and we're going to go colors. We're going to go down to the bottom and customize our colors for this show. So we want a hyperlink, in this case, to be our nice Jack's YOLO. So we're going to come up and get that. You can also just paste that in from the website just like you did in the last one. We're going to hit save, and then when we visited that hyperlink, then we want to make sure that it goes to the same color as the background. So that background is our Jack's blue as well. So we're just going to come in here and grab the Jack's blue, and we're going to title this Jeopardy. That's our custom Jack's color scheme. We're going to hit save, and we go ahead and close this now. So now we have our board. It's all done. Time to try it out. So go ahead and start the show, and it comes up. We go to 100, shows the answer, shows the question, brings us back, and the colors are gone. We go to 200, shows the answer, shows the question, brings us back, and it's gone. We jump over to the middle, answer question, we move the mouse, and it's gone. So our board is working correctly. So now we can go ahead and save that, and we have a board that's all ready for our students to play. A couple of things we're going to do right here is we're going to highlight between all of our our answer and question slides. We're going to right click on them and we're going to hide the slides. What that does is makes it so it's not as easy for the students just to click through and get all the questions and answers. They actually have to go through the game. One problem with this is that once you enter into the first hidden slide, you'll be able to go to all of the hidden slides. So a couple of options. We can either insert a blank slide in between all of these that's not hidden, or we can go up and create a custom show. So if we go up here to slideshow and we do custom slideshow, we click on custom show, we're going to make a new one. What we would do here is we put in slide 2 and then slide 1 and back to slide 2 and then the next one, and we're going to do that all the way down until every other slide has slide 2 in between it. When we do that, then it prevents our students from being able to just click, because when they click on the mouse, it will take them back to slide 2 every single time. The downside is, in order to get to this slideshow, you'd have to do a custom slideshow and then hit start slideshow. You can't just start it. So there are some limitations. You can choose to do this or not. It is up to you, but I would recommend that you do this. So there we go. We have our slideshow. We have our boxes. One other thing you can do is you can come into this big box that you've made in your slides. Once you have all the questions and answers in, if you want to make that even bigger, then that just kind of guarantees that whenever they move the mouse, as long as they're not clicking, that'll also take them back to the player board. So there's your options. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.